Hello children, we are going to do with the occupational structure. This is the next module of the chapter Indian Economy on the Eve of Independence. Occupational structure refers to distribution of working population or working persons across different sectors. The state of occupational structure during British rule can be summarized as: the first is primary sector. Primary sector was the predominant sector, as we all know, and agriculture accounted for the largest share of workforce with approximately 75%. Second, manufacturing and service sector had 10% and 15% respectively of the workforce. There was regional variations also. Madras Presidency, that is Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, was facing decline in agriculture sector, while there had been an increase in the share of workforce in agriculture in Orissa, Rajasthan and Punjab. There is a theory called flight from land, which says that an economy grows, the share of agriculture in occupational structure decline and that of the secondary sector increases. And with further development, tertiary sector starts dominating in the occupational structure. Therefore, with 75% of workforce engaged in agriculture indicates low level of development of Indian economy. The next topic is infrastructure. During British rule, again, the infrastructure was not well developed, and we all know that this was also one of the reasons why Indian economy was so poor or low, or it was not developing much. Infrastructure during British rule remained poor. Some efforts were made to develop basic infrastructure like roads, railways, ports, waterways and telegraph. But its main aim was to serve the British rule. So we are going to do one by one. First is roads. Roads were built to mobilize army. This was the first reason why they built road, and shift raw materials from the different parts of our country to the ports. But there was an inadequate acute shortage of all-weather roads to reach out to the rural areas during the rainy season or during natural calamities and famines, etc. So the roads basically built for their purpose to serve the Britishers. That means they were built to mobilize the army from one place to another and shift raw materials from the centers to the ports and then to the different parts of the country, like mobilizing the raw materials. The next is railways. This was the most important introduction, and the Britishers introduced railways in 1850, and Indian Railways began its operation in 1853. The railways affected the structure of Indian economy in the following ways. First, it promoted or provided cheap and rapid transport system, especially for distant travel. Second, it broke geographical barriers and provided national unity and understanding. It created new employment opportunities. It promoted foreign trade and benefited British more than Indians. It encouraged the process of industries. It also enhanced the conditions of Indian agriculture. The British introduced railways to have an effective control on administration over the vast country. They linked important administration and military centers through railways. Next is waterways and airways. The British took measures to develop water and air transport. However, these developments were far from satisfactory and were uneconomic. The last point is post and telegraph or communication. In this, post and telegraph were most popular means of communication. Electric telegraph in India served the purpose of maintaining law and order. Postal service remained inadequate. So these two topics, that is the infrastructure as well as the occupational structure, we covered in this module. A small portion is left which I am going to do in the next module. Till then, be happy. Bye.